What's up, YouTube? It's been a while since I uploaded a video, but I recently picked up this watch and it's kind of interesting, so I thought it'd be cool to do a video on it. So what we have here is the StudioUnderd0g Wristcheck collaboration egg drop, I guess is what they're calling it. As you can see with the packaging here, they're leaning pretty heavily into the theme. Lots and lots of egg references. It's fun. It's a cool way to kind of come up with a design or a theme for the watch. I'm not an expert on the brand, but I do believe they do that with all of their references. I've seen the pizza watch and the watermelon watch and a bunch of others. So I guess that's kind of their thing. The watch I chose was the fried egg version. I just thought that color design looked the best to me. So I've had a few micro brands over the years, but I'm not a big micro brand guy in general. I've just always kind of kept an eye on this brand because of just the unique design that they use. And really what I've found interesting was their movements. They use a manual wind chronograph movement in their chronograph watches. And that's just not super common, especially at this price point. And I assume it's a relatively inexpensive movement, Chinese made most likely. But it looks really nice. And again, you just don't see that very often in today's watches. So that's really what drew me into the brand. And as I kind of paid a little bit more attention, the way they market their watches and their take on design in general is just fun. Kind of reminds me of Moser, but at a much more accessible price point. I guess it's no surprise that they did a collaboration with Moser a couple months back. And yeah, you can see here, this one came with a second strap, Melanie's bracelet actually. Not really my style, but seems like it's good quality. It's got some good weight to it. I might throw it on the watch at some point just to see how it looks, but I generally am more of a strap guy. So the watch itself comes in a nice little travel case. Nothing special, but definitely good enough. So as you can see here, I got the fried egg version. It has a little bit darker yellow than the boiled egg. But otherwise, I think it's very similar. Pretty decent quality on the strap and buckle. It is a signed buckle, which I gotta say is a little surprising. A lot of the micro brands kind of use generic parts or shared parts, so it's good to see they want a little extra there on the buckle. And yeah, so I mentioned it a couple times, but the design of these watches is really what kind of led me to the brand. Lots of cool elements here. Very heavy textured, two-tone, multiple tone, brushed and polished surfaces, a nice domed crystal. They have one of the segmented sub-dials. I guess it's like a regatta timer kind of style dial. I'm not sure how they refer to it, but it's just cool to see all of the different color elements and design elements kind of working together. And as I mentioned, the movement, here you have a manually wound chronograph movement, which you just don't see very much of. Very nice to look at. Like, you can tell the finishing is machined or not of the highest level, but for this price point, that's more than acceptable, and it's just really good looking in general. The watch, the dial, the movement, even the handset. I really like blacked out handsets, and the style of markers and everything together. It's just a really attractive watch. So there you have it, the StudioUnderd0g fried egg. Thanks for watching.